night. Can you tell us a bit about what that was like?
Well, it was very special. The IPL tournaments are full of emotion and very fine lines between success and failure. So when you do have a bit of success, number one, it's well earned, and certainly our players were great throughout the year. So it's a great thrill, and we had some sort of emotional reasons. It's the last year of a cycle, so we'll lose a lot of those players. So it's nice to have a good send-off.
And also, I mean, it's obviously a club you've been associated with for a very long time now. Is it pretty pleasing to have that success and, as you say, see that kind of what it means to those players as well?
Yeah, it's very important. Each year you set out obviously to win and be consistent, and that's something that we're very proud of being consistent every year, pretty much every year, missing only once in the finals. But to get across the line was one of the challenges that we haven't done that well. So it was important for us to get a bit of evidence that we were doing things right, and the performance last night was worthy of a championship title team. So we're very proud of that.
Just one last one on the IPL. I mean, obviously sometimes it can be hard for people back home to understand the kind of scale of the thing, and this obviously was one that was staged in India to start with, then a break obviously, and then now back here in the UAE. I mean, just the scale in terms of what it means to obviously people back home in India, but then also having it here. What's that like?
Well, it was difficult. It was disjointed. The first half in India was difficult with COVID, and there were questions asked whether we should have played there at all. But in Dubai, obviously the vaccination rates are high and facilities are very good. So from a cricket point of view, the challenge of adjusting to different conditions was right up there. But you talk about fans. Chennai has a massive fan following, and the amount of people that watch the IPL and involved, it's one of the biggest franchise events in the world. And you feel that. You feel it through the social media and the expectations and pressure. Not so much as probably what likes of Dhoni and the Indian boys do, but you get a good taste of it. And it's intoxicating, really. It's great to be part of, and as I say, to have success with it as well was very fulfilling.
And now, I mean, literally within the next 24-hour period, you're onto a sort of very different role, coming and working with the Black Caps. Can you tell me a bit about what you're sort of doing over the next couple of days and what Gary sort of asked of you?
Yeah, a little bit of time before my MIQ spot, and just a great opportunity. We've talked for a while about just sharing ideas and coming into the camp and watching these players who I'm a big fan of, and I'm very lucky to have that opportunity. So doing 5 days now, pre-World Cup, and talk about the conditions in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, which we've been playing in, and also just cast an eye over and get some ideas back from him. So it's a great opportunity, very proud obviously to get the Black Caps kit back on as well. So straight into it, and really looking forward to it.
You've noticed obviously having conversation with different coaches, different players. I mean, is it really just about obviously sharing that information that you've been able to sort of garner from your experience of these recent IPLs and these conditions? Yeah,
it was very specific. The T20 is what I've had my head into for so long now. So with the Black Caps performing well and the World Cup around the corner, to share some of those experiences and get a bit closer to some of these guys, and some of the experiences from coaching the best players around the world, you learn some lessons. So it's just passing on knowledge and being a fan and being around. So look, I'm looking forward to it. It's a good coaching group. There's a lot of experience there, and I'll get some stuff come back my way as well. So it's a win-win.
Nice. And we just one last one. We spoke to Bondi the other day when he joined the group from Mumbai, and he talked about the pride that he had in being involved again in a world tournament, and also being involved for New Zealand. What's that like for you to come into this environment?
Yeah, Bondi was able to join a bit earlier this year, being knocked out in Mumbai. It's one of our competitors. Look, it's great. When you go away, you're always representing New Zealand, and in the IPL world stage, it's great to wave the flag. And to be honest, I'm really looking forward to being part of the New Zealand side, working with Mitch at Chennai and seeing the other boys around the circuit. There's a lot of good camaraderie there, and a lot of real strong connection with these players from past players, which I love.
And sorry, that just made me think of one more. Obviously, your coaching opponent in the finals last night was Baz McCullum, a former teammate, another New Zealand representative.
Yeah.
Was there a bit of friendly banter there between you two about that rivalry?
Yeah, there was. There's a lot of pride also. They had a tough start to the tournament, and I'd say he probably did it his way the second half, and they got some success, and I was pretty rapt for that. Like to see as a good mate doing well. Obviously pleased to have beaten him last night, but they went on a hell of a run, so it was a great result for him, and an even better one for us.
Just a quick overview, how you assess the squad that the Black Caps have got for this T20 World Cup?
Yeah, it's a good squad. There's a lot of talent. We've never had as much talent as this within New Zealand cricket, so getting the right balance and the way you want to play the game is very important. But the skill set and what these guys put out and entertain us with is very high. Coming to grips with these conditions will be the challenge, and warm-up games and the sort of week and a half leading up to the first game is going to be very important. And then there's a couple of real key games first up, so dealing with pressure and starting the tournament well, I think, is a priority.